Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. As we all know, life is never just calm, peaceful, with you not facing challenges. Life is about challenge. No one actually likes to face challenge, but this is what Allah wants to see from us. Now, every challenge is difficult, whatever it is. But I want you to remember this moment that the Prophet ﷺ described when the people, Yawm al-Qiyamah, are being tested for their final time and shown the reality of the life that they lived. In Sahih Muslim, the Prophet ﷺ describes a person who has had the most difficult life, the greatest challenges that anyone can possibly face. And then that slave of Allah who had a very difficult life, the worst type of calamities you can imagine, is dipped once into paradise. Then Rabbul Izzah, Allah, the owner of might and majesty, he says to the slave, هَلْ رَأَيْتَ بُؤْسًا قَطْ? Have you ever tasted any kind of difficulty, grief, problem in your life? The slave says to Allah, La wallahi ya Rabb. He says, by you, O Allah, no, I haven't tasted anything. Now just imagine that one moment of paradise makes it all worth it. Coupled with that last incident where the Prophet ﷺ, after years of suffering, after years of toil and trouble, he witnesses on his deathbed the Sahaba, his companions, his beloved friends and followers, praying behind Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu. His face is beaming with light, brighter than the moon. It was all worth it. We know, as a Muslim community, we know that we're going to get stopped, unfortunately, when it comes to coming back from even Hajj. When we come to any of the ports, whether by air or by sea, we could be stopped under Schedule 7. And especially, what's happening recently is more and more sisters are being stopped. And this is a problem for us because when you're stopped, it's pressure, it's a challenge. There's so much worry and anxiety. But on top of that, our sisters are asked to remove their hijab. Now this, as a Muslim man, as one of our ummah, we feel and we know that the dignity and the honor of our ummah is in the dignity and honor of our sisters, in their modesty, in their chastity, in their hijab. That's the way every Muslim man should feel. And when they force our sisters, because our sisters have no choice but to comply, when they force our sisters to remove the hijab, to take these photos, to ID them, supposedly. Now, that in itself, it hurts us because we feel our ummah being stripped of its dignity and honor. And it should hurt us. We should feel the pain. We should stand up for our sisters and fight against this oppression because there's no need for this. There's no need for it at all. Now, our sisters, there's no blame on you in the sight of the Sharia. You're being forced. When a person is forced, they are not accountable. So there's no blame on our sisters. And even, mashallah, today, even just before I walked in here, I heard about a sister push back. Politely, she asked, no, can I keep my hijab on? If I can't keep my hijab on, then she tried to prevent them from asking her to remove it. That's even stronger faith. It reminded me of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ when the man came to him and said, give me an advice. The Prophet ﷺ said, قُلْ آمَنْتُ بِاللَّهِ ثُمَّ اسْتَقِمْ. Say, the Prophet ﷺ said to him, say, I believe in Allah, and then be steadfast. She showed her iman. By the end of the day, sometimes you're forced to do something you don't want to do. And that's the situation our sisters are being put in. Our honor and our dignity is stripped from us as an ummah when people do this to our sisters. You, my sisters, are our honor and dignity. Your modesty is our honor and our dignity. Now this is going to happen from time to time. Our sisters, all I can say to you is that may Allah give you strength. Don't feel you have anything to be ashamed of. Don't feel you are sinful in front of Allah. Rather, you try your best and Allah is rewarding you. That's a challenge. Don't feel belittled. Show the strength of your iman. Remember Allah in those moments and remember that Allah will be with you. As an ummah, as a society, we need to stand with our sisters. The Prophet ﷺ looked at the companions, that final look, and he saw a people who established the worship of Allah, a people who established his legacy. And the honor and the dignity of our ummah is in the modesty and the hijab of our sisters. So if that's what we want, then let us stand up for them and support them in every way we can. Jazakumullahu khairah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.